Hey guys, I just want to tell you that I miss you guys so much. It is so quiet here at my house. I don't have any little people to keep busy all the time, so I'm really missing you guys. I hope you guys are staying busy and that you're still enjoying our snack time read-alouds. All right, here's a new book. It's another Jigsaw Jones, and it's called The Case of the Marshmallow Monster. Let me show you the cover. All right, let's see. Chapter 1, called Closed for Vacation. I hung a sign on my treehouse. It read, Closed for Vacation. If someone needed a detective, they'd be out of luck because Jigsaw Jones' private eye was getting away from it all. Let's face it, nobody gets rich from detective work. Most kids earn their money by doing chores around the house. The chores aren't fun, and they aren't pretty, like walking the dog and taking out the garbage, or even making the bed. I mean, why bother making your bed? You're just going to unmake it later on. That's why I became a detective. For $1 a day, I make problems go away. It's good work. It's honest. You meet interesting people, and you never have to fold sheets. But, like I said, I needed a break. Too bad I wasn't going to get one. I guess there's always somebody who needs a detective, even on camping trips. After all, missing marshmallows are a big problem. And lake monsters are even a bigger problem. Yeesh! It started on the first day of our 3rd annual neighborhood camping trip. Every summer, a group of fathers organizes it. This year, we're going to Enchanted Lake State Campgrounds. My dad said it would be the best trip ever. 23 kids were going, both boys and girls. We'd hike, we'd swim, we'd play flashlight tag. We'd build roaring fires and sleep in tents. We'd toast marshmallows and eat s'mores until our stomachs hurt. S'mores are a sandwich made out of graham crackers, a melted marshmallow, and a piece of yummy chocolate. Everyone wants to eat s'more. That's why they're called s'mores. Best of all, Shirley Hitchcock's dad always told spooky stories around the campfire. He scared us silly, then sent us off to bed. It was fun to lie awake under the stars, listening for creepy sounds in the night. Ooh, creak, squish, squish, squish. Deep down, we knew that Mr. Hitchcock's stories weren't true. There were no such thing as forest monsters and boogeymen and killer porcupines. Right? Toot toot! I heard my dad sound the car horn. It was time to leave. I raced to the front of the house and we all piled in the minivan. Mr. Jordan sat beside my dad in the front passenger seat. I sat squished between Joey Pignato and Ralphie Jordan. My brothers Daniel and Nick were squeezed in the back with all the gear. They were already complaining. Boys, we're still in the driveway, my dad said. Could you hold off on the complaints until we at least get around the block? Nick protested, but I've got a tent pole digging into my ribs. Nick was right. I'd seen sardines with more leg room. The campground is only 2 hours away, my dad replied. You'll live. He put the car into reverse. My mom waved goodbye from the driveway. I'll miss you, she called. I wasn't too sure about that. She seemed very happy to see us go. Thrilled, in fact. Go figure. Chapter 2, The Tent with Hiccups. We got to the campground right on time. That is, if your idea of right on time includes a flat tire and getting lost in the middle of nowhere. That's the place right after my dad says, I know a little shortcut. It's a few miles past, I don't need a map. Naturally, we were the last to arrive at the campground. After another hour, we finished setting up. I was going to share a tent with Ralphie and Joey. My brothers had their own tent. That's when I noticed the tent beside us. It wasn't a tent, exactly. It was more like a crumpled up lump on the ground. I looked closer. And muttering, oof, ouch, The help! I'm trapped! Get me out of this thing! Joey pointed. I think it's alive. And it's got the hiccups, Ralphie noted. I poked it with a stick. Anybody in there? A voice answered. Yes, it's me, String Bean. I've been trapped in here for hours. String Bean Noonan, I thought. That was a surprise. I didn't expect to see him here. String Bean's real name was Jasper, and he wasn't the outdoor type. Hold on, let me find the zipper, Ralphie said. He fumbled around for a moment, then zip. In a moment, Jasper crawled out, red-faced and sweaty. He kicked the heavy nylon tent. That thing nearly ate me. We all laughed. Joey discovered that String Bean had forgotten one very important thing. Tent poles. String Bean shrugged. Don't look at me, he replied. I don't know anything about camping. I wouldn't even be here if my dad didn't make me come. I'd rather be eating cheese puffs and watching Nickelodeon. String Bean Noonan was the kind of kid who was afraid of his own shadow. He was afraid of bees, thunder, horses, lightning, and heights. Now he could add something else to this list. Tents. The poor guy was afraid of tents. All right, stay tuned.